Kino Recaps presenting Elevator Game. Spoiler ahead. Watch out and take care. The movie starts and we see a girl. She comes into the elevator of a building. Actually, she came here to play a game, the elevator game. She had heard a lot about it on the internet. Now she goes to the elevator. First, she goes to the 4th floor. Then without coming out, she goes to the 2nd and 6th floors. Then again to the 2nd. She was recording all this on her phone. When she gets to the 10th floor, the elevator lights start to blink. Then, when she goes to the 5th floor, at this time, she has to keep her eyes closed, and it is forbidden to look behind. All this was a part of the game. When she comes down, the elevator doors were open. Now she was scared to see everything. That's why she opened her eyes, but she sees everything was completely normal. Now she again goes to the 1st floor. She presses the number 1. So, the surprising thing here was that instead of going to the 1st floor, the elevator reaches the 10th floor. When the elevator door opens, the girl sees the building has completely changed. She feels like she has reached somewhere else, in some other world. That's when suddenly, she realizes that someone is behind her. When she looks back, there is a scary witch behind her. The girl is very scared to see her and screams loudly. With that, the scene cuts here. Now we look at a group in the story ahead, who make videos on scary and dangerous things on YouTube. In their group is a manager, a host named Chris, a girl with him, who records the video on a camera. Her name is Chloe, and along with her, 2 employees of their group, a boy and a girl who help Chloe. Their group has worked together from school until now. The manager tells everyone that we need to find good videos to earn money. Along with that, he introduces everyone to a boy who wants to work with them without pay. The manager calls the boy inside. His name is Ryan. He tells them that he will help them. Now everyone talks to him a bit. Everyone was discussing which topic they should make videos on. Here Ryan says, why don't we play the elevator game, which is very famous these days, but everyone knows about this game. That's why Chris says, I think this idea is a flop. Ryan says, no, this idea will really work. And do you know that a few days ago, a girl played this game? This game is played in sequence. According to the rules of this game, when the game was completed, it is said that the girl disappeared. The witch who lived on the 5th floor took her, but the girl he was talking about was the same girl whom we saw at the beginning of the story. This means the girl disappeared after the game. Anyway, Chloe shows Ryan the entire office and talks to him nicely. After a while, the manager comes and tells everyone that we need to make videos soon, or we might face a big loss. That's why everyone quickly likes Ryan's idea. The manager says, okay, we will record the elevator game video tonight. But Chris kept telling them not to do this. No one listens to him. The manager says, anyway, today is a holiday, so the office in that building will be closed. That's why we will go there and record the video at night. Everyone gets to that building and starts setting up their cameras. This is the same building that we saw at the beginning of the story. Chloe and Ryan were talking. Chloe was researching the 5th floor witch. Now their whole setup was arranged. The video starts, and first, they explain that they will go to different floors, different stories, and will complete this game according to the rules. They also mention that if they complete this game, they will reach another world. They will meet the witch on the 5th floor, who will take them to her world. But all this will happen to them when they play the game correctly. If they do not play this game correctly, she will kill them mercilessly. They believe that the witch lives in a red world. Anyway, after explaining everything, they start playing the game. First, they learn about the game rules. They know they have to go to the floors in the order of 2, 4, 6, and 5. During the game, they must keep their eyes closed, and if they look back or open their eyes, the witch will kill them. Now Chris, Chloe, and their cameraman enter the elevator. Ryan and the others, while staying outside, are going to record the video on their cameras. They had connected their cameras to their cameras. Chloe and Ryan, following the sequence of numbers, start playing the game. When they reach the 5th floor, the lights start blinking. After a while, everything is fine. Now, when they press the number for the 1st floor, instead of going down, the lift goes up. But when the elevator stopped at the last floor, it was actually called by a businessman. Anyway, they returned to the 1st floor, where they found nothing. While playing the game, they also wanted to record the witch, but nothing happened. That's why everyone talked about leaving. Ryan says, listen to me, we should try again. Maybe we made a mistake. But Chris wanted to leave. Now Ryan stops him and after confronting him, says that maybe he's scared. He knew the girl who disappeared in the elevator. He fears that her soul might catch him, meaning the same girl from the beginning of the story. Everyone is surprised to hear this. Ryan tells everyone that yes, she was my sister. He says that after my sister disappeared, when her laptop was checked, There were messages from Chris in it. He promised my sister that he would post this video of her game on his YouTube channel. My sister was a big fan of yours. She liked you very much. Look, I'm not accusing anyone. I just want you to help me a little. Hearing this, Chris started laughing. Do you think your sister is trapped in that witch's red world? Ryan was angry about this. Then the building guard came and escorted them out. Everyone went their separate ways. Chloe tells Ryan that, you should have told us everything earlier. Okay, I understand. I feel your pain, but it wasn't right. Chloe also left for her home. Her male colleague who helped her was also waiting for the bus at the bus stop. The manager had returned to the office with the female employee. We see Chloe arriving at her home. As soon as she reached her building, she could hear music. She had also heard this sound in the elevator building. Then she receives a call from Chris, but due to poor reception, they couldn't hear each other clearly. Chris was in his building. Then he sees a red light in front of him. Suddenly, the same elevator witch appeared from behind and killed him, taking his soul with her. Actually, Chris had mocked her world. This made her angry. Ryan was also very distraught. Ryan was thinking about his sister, so he decides to play this game alone, hoping to find out about his sister. When he followed the game's rules in the elevator, he really reached the red world. That world looked just like ours, but it was enveloped in red. Then the witch approached him. Ryan hid from her. In the office, the female employee was with her manager. She mentions that she left her camera in the elevator. They had to retrieve it. After arriving, they found the camera. The woman started playing games with her manager. When they reached the last floor, a red light appeared. The witch killed both the manager and the woman mercilessly, but all of this was recorded on the camera, the one they had retrieved. Ryan was hiding from the witch in the red world, waiting for the elevator. Whenever someone plays the elevator game in the real world, the witch goes to the real world, leaving her red realm. It was the same now. The witch was not in her world. Taking advantage of this, Ryan got into the elevator and returned to his real world. Ryan discovered the dropped camera of the manager and the employee. He quickly called Chloe, who was at home, trying to research her sister online. Then a red light appeared in her house, indicating the witch's arrival. Then she received a call from Ryan. Before she could respond, the witch attacked Chloe. She was distracted by the call. Anyway, she then left. The witch had killed Chris, the manager, and the woman, likely because they made mistakes during the game. So why was she after Chloe? Did Chloe also err during the game? Or was she linked to her world in some way? Ryan tells Chloe on the call, meet me quickly, we're all in danger. I have something to show you. Elsewhere, the male employee was waiting at a bus stop. He also felt uneasy. He called Chloe. Chloe asked both of them to come to her office. The employee brought salt with him, believing a circle of salt might protect them from the witch. Once at the office, Ryan showed Chloe the camera containing the video of the manager and the woman. After viewing it, she said she'd call the police. But why should I trust you? I don't know. Ryan told her, trust me, I went to the red world. As they discussed further, the male employee created a salt circle. He explained that when their game ended, and they thought nothing had happened, in reality, the gateway to the red world had opened. It remained open. That's why the witch was hunting them. To close it, they needed to play the game again. Chloe wasn't fully convinced. She thought these might just be tales. Suddenly, the same spirit appeared. She came closer and mercilessly killed the male employee. Seeing this, Ryan and Chloe fled. They returned to the original building to play the game, hoping to close the portal to the other realm. During the game, they entered the other world. Ryan noticed a shadow resembling his sister. Chloe called out, Ryan, we have to return, quickly. That's not your sister. The witch is trying to deceive us. Chloe dragged Ryan into the elevator. When they pressed number 1 to descend, the elevator ascended again. Chloe realized the witch wasn't going to let them go easily. She tried to distract them, which resulted in Chloe being killed. The witch took Ryan with her into the red world. Was Ryan dead or alive? No one knew. Later, another girl entered the same elevator, intending to play the game. She was narrating the story of Chloe and her friends, mentioning how they all vanished without a trace, their bodies never found. As the girl began the game, pressing the elevator buttons, the witch's hand appeared, ready to claim her next victim. Her hand hovered over a button. With this, the movie ends. Thanks for watching. Subscribe us for more videos.